Hi all, it's Barb coming to you from my craft studio. I was going to talk to you about the final week of the 2017 Get Organized Challenge. This is the first time she's presented it this year. Like I said, normally she takes about 6 weeks off in between challenges, so there'll probably be another one starting in May sometimes. I don't know that for positive because they haven't released the date, but that's normally when they do it. So that would be my guess. Week number 8, which is preparing for a crop or event, will air live on Tuesday, March 28th at 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on live stream. This week will be all about packing for a crop and preparing to go. The goals are to set yourself with great strategy for attending events and figure out the best ways to pack and unpack and to avoid paralysis by analysis. Sometimes we overthink things and end up doing ourselves more harm than good. The homework for this week is to find a tote that you're going to use for crops. Try to use it exclusively for crops if possible. For some that's not, because some people also use those totes for storage. I have one that I do that with, but I've never been to a crop. I think if I did ever go to a crop, we're a person that went to on a regular basis, that's all that tote would be for, and I would have certain things always packed in it. There's certain tools that I have duplicates of. I would leave those in my crop tote, and there's probably a couple others if I did something like that on a regular basis that I would just get duplicates of so that those things are always in that tote ready to go. Create a packing list of crop must-haves. These are things that you know that you'll take with you every time. Spend time thinking about how you're going to pack those items and how they'll be used. Keep the list in your tote so that you have it and you carry it with you every time you go to a crop. And then if you find there's things that you're taking you're not using, you can mark them off the list so that you know you don't need that one. And you may find things that are saying, oh, I should have brought this. You can add those to the list. Decide how much you can accomplish in an hour of a crop. Add 20% to that amount just in case you're able to skip eating and sleeping, she says. This should include the number of pages or quantity of projects you plan to accomplish. Cards, mini albums, whatever you're going to work on. Use this list as a guide for packing for your crop. And then to post your progress report on the Facebook group or email it in and celebrate with reward number 8. She does give you a sample crop packing list, which I have used to kind of pack my tote. So I think I might do a little video on that, of packing that tote. Obviously, if I were actually going to a crop, there'd probably be something I'd do differently in that. I was just kind of going by her list and adding a few things that I thought, oh, I might use that. So, but we'll see. Then she talks about the products that you might bring, that she carries, that you might bring to a crop. That's one thing I think if I were the type of person who went to a crop a lot, I'd want to get an extra scrap rack, since that's what I use, just to have packed just the base and the wings. I wouldn't need the spinders because I just take spinders off my actual rack that I use, but just have the base and wings packed into the tote that I carry. So, because I think I'd use that each time. Maybe some paper junkie boxes, some storage. These are dividers for the storage boxes. These are the type of her boxes that I use, the paper manager kits. I like these ones. They have a little handle, and I think those would be great for bringing to a crop because of that. And I think I'd just have one of these packed in my tote as well, with an assortment of colors of paper in that tote. So then all I'd have to grab is, like if I was working on Christmas stuff, I'd know to grab some Christmas paper, but I'd have an assortment of colored. So if I was working on Christmas, I might grab some extra red and green paper because it seems like I use those a lot when I'm doing Christmas. A craft binder that you could put, it'll hold up to 3 spinders. I actually want one of these. I'm thinking to put my catalog into. instead of the binders that I currently have it into. I think I could make it fit in one of these if I did it on 12 by 12 paper instead of the 8.5 by 11. And I'm wanting to redo my stamps, so that's a project down the road for me. The Ditto bag, which I do have the Ditto bag, but I don't have that with my crop stuff. I could, because I have my Ditto bag loaded with my planner supplies. The Laura tote, which I love the look of that one. I would love to have that one, but I don't have that one. The Easy to Organize line, which these little individual bags that fit, that are made to fit different spots, like this one, I think they show the Deborah, which is a pen bag, will fit inside this one. This one will hold several of the Easy to Organize bags. Stamp pockets, which also fit in one of the Easy to Organize. I think it's the Karen bag. And then the Office Depot rolling tote, which I do have, and she used to make a crop apron for it, which I have as well. So that's on my tote. I just love the apron. I shouldn't want it because mine was a gift. I probably would have never bought it for myself. It was a gift. But I just love that thing. And I thought I could just put stuff in there and, you know, always leave it in there. But I will share that tote, how I have it packed up. That's all I have. Like I said, this is the final week of the Get Organized Challenge. It'll be back probably in May. I don't know for sure, but that's normally when they present it for the second time. I don't know if I'll do videos for it again. I have these ones on there, and they could be used. But that's all I've got. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.